Sonos shares up 270% in the past year, pulling back with the rest of the market over the past week, but some earnings that beat just about every expectation. Let's dive into those numbers with Brittany Bagley, the Chief Financial Officer at Sonos. Brittany, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be on.
Thank you. So one of the first things that pops out in your earnings, which beat pretty much every expectation, top line, bottom line, but the margin is the one that stands out in a period where there's been so many supply chain disruptions, difficulty with pricing on input parts. How did you guys achieve that?
Yeah, it's been a challenging year from a global supply chain standpoint, but we just have a fantastic team who has gotten creative and worked sort of every angle that they can work to figure out how to manage to get our supply in and get our supply in at as attractive in a margin as we could make it happen. So we're really pleased with that and pleased that we're holding that margin guidance going forward with everything going on.
So what about the tech equipment and the chip side? I mean, these are pretty high-tech speakers you guys use. They command a high price point because of it. Are there input prices going up and you're able to just absorb that by raising prices? Did you change any prices of any of the products?
We have not changed any of our prices. We benefited from the mix of our products in the quarter. So some of our highest margin products did the best coming through. We are seeing increases in prices. It's a challenge out there in the global supply chain, but the team's just doing a great job managing through it.
Is this right now partly reflecting folks at home, personal incomes that have risen over the past year? How much is the Sonos strength over that period a unique kind of one-time boost? I mean, this has been a very unique environment, of course.
Yeah, it's been a very healthy year for us. I think it's driven by a couple of macro trends that we see continuing well into the future, though. People are consuming more content at home, listening to great video experiences in their living room, listening to audiobooks. There's so much more streaming audio content than there used to be. And people are spending more time at home. I think even with a return to work, the idea that people are going to be in the office 5 days a week has probably changed for many people. And so that result is people are investing in their homes, they're spending time at home, and they're really enjoying the great sound quality our products provide. So we see that going forward. We're just getting started.
We're looking at the penetration of the Sonos households right now. The target $75,000 plus households in core markets at 9%. It seems like that's obviously a number you can continue to push higher. Is this U.S. specific still mainly the story, or will there also be a major goal for international sales from here?
We're a pretty global company, so we do very well in the U.S. We also have a big presence in EMEA, and we've been expanding into APAC, and we expect that to continue. And the nice thing is everybody, all the world over is listening to audio content and streaming video right now.
Okay, so we've been stuck at home consuming content, but we've also had this scenario economically where everyone's personal income is up over the past year. We've seen all the savings rates, they're high. Sonos speakers are amazing, I've heard them many times, but they're also pricey. And it's a premium product, so the price there for some is justified. For others, maybe there was a period here where they had a little extra cash. What's that going to be like, Brittany, if these numbers on our overall economic standpoint don't stay as elevated as they are? Historically, they're very elevated right now. What does that mean if it doesn't stay that way?
Yeah, we've got a couple things going for us. One, we just introduced our new Roam product. Thank you. That's the picture of it. It's our new portable speaker. So you can take it with you. You can get out of your home, which is the perfect time for that. And it's priced at $169, which is our lower priced entry product. So it really gives a lot of people an opportunity to get into Sonos. And the great thing about Sonos is it's a system. You can buy one and add more over time, and that creates magic. So whenever people decide to buy in, it accretes to the value of the system.
According to Bloomberg data, free cash flow for the quarter was negative. One, is that correct? And if so, what happened there? That definitely stands out from the last 5 quarters from what I see.
It was correct, and it's really just attributable to a bit of seasonality as we come off the holiday quarter for us, which was our Q1, and into Q2. We have just some working capital timing where, we're paying for inventory and things like that. So pretty normal for a Q2 for us, and still great free cash flow over the last year.
What about for profitability? As we mentioned, margins going up here, the sales going up, you're beating all these expectations, but we still have a negative on the bottom line. When does that change for this premium product, for this high margin product and the sales that are going up? Is this moving in the right direction? I see over the past year, it's a much smaller loss on the bottom line, but it's still a loss.
Yeah, on an adjusted basis, we were net income profitable for the first time in Q2. And so we really do see it moving in the right direction. We are getting profitable in a more consistent way over our quarters through the year. And that's helped a lot by the increasing sales, margin, profitability. So all that good stuff is flowing through.
Okay. Brittany, thanks for the details. Appreciate you walking us through the earnings.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks a lot. Brittany Bagley is the Chief Financial Officer at Sonos. Shares a little changed in the market post earnings, hanging on to a lot of gains over the past year.